Experiment. Explore. Enjoy.
Okay, so we're here at Jomox with Jurgen.
Hi, I'm Jurgen from Jomox.
Hey man,
Hey.
what have you brought to Superbooth 24?
Yeah, we have the new Alphabase MK2, which is the successor of the former Alphabase MK1, which did very well throughout the past 7 years. But now it's discontinued, and this is the successor, and it will be released in October this year, later this year.
Excellent. And
It's full in production now, and the preparations are done, and so far we can hit play.
great.
Some little improvements have been done. You have more knobs, more buttons. You can adjust the last step and store kit and roll flam with one hit. Yeah, you change the last step. That's known from the old one, but it's easier to reach here.
Excellent.
Furthermore, we have some improvements on the sound engines. Let's take this one. This is actually just a sample, but if I go over to this page, I can adjust the noise volume. Metal noise was in the old as well. Basically, the sound engines are very similar compared to the old one, but here you have adjustable noise volume. It makes the snare drum out of it. Kick drum has stayed the same.
And what's the selection of sounds? What are the selection of sounds that
We have
that
kick
it
drum,
has?
analog, membrane, fully analog. We have close tie to ride. This is 6 sample-based and analog filter and analog VCA channels. And then we have 2 digital sample channels and the FM synth,
Great.
which is a little gadget. It's a 6-voice FM synth dedicated for percussive sounds with short envelopes, where you can. Okay, and it's actually when I designed the Alphabase MK1, this has stayed the same like in the old Alphabase. It was the blueprint for this one, for the Mod FM.
Oh, I see.
Fully featured 8-voice FM synth, which came out last year.
Great.
But let's focus on this one here. Okay, we have, like I said, these channels. I can easily record samples. I just double-click on that one, and the input monitor opens. And I can apply. I can't show you now. I have to re-switch it. Just sample it, and it appears on the example slot, which makes it very easy to
Great.
record.
And how much sample memory have you got? How do you store samples?
Samples will be 500 samples. This
Okay,
version.
great.
The old version had 300.
Amazing.
Yeah. You have a mixer on the front page. You can step through some presets. Programming is easy as always. You just hit add a trick, then set the steps. New order mode.
Sounds really good.
You can also sequence the kick drum. In sequence mode, you can record any parameter as well. This is also an improvement to the old one. You can record parameters much more than the old one. So now this is recorded.
Nice. Very good.
Okay.
And do you have? Is there some kind of like you have patterns? Do you have song mode? How do you?
You
how
have
do you, like,
a chain mode. I can go to a change mode and then hit pattern 1 and they are played in a row.
Excellent.
Like this. You see?
So you hit them one after the other, and they play
one
in
after the
sequence.
other.
Oh, I see. Great. And you said this is available in October.
This is available in October, yes. Yeah.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
And how much will it be?
It will be 18.99 euros retail.
Excellent.
So 1900.
Excellent.
The old one was 17.99, so it's €100 more. You have the OLED display and all the new converters. We had to make another run because the AKM converters inside were not available anymore. Throughout Corona, we had struggled a lot to get the chips, and after that, we had to redesign the whole
Great.
stuff. And then the OLED display came up. We have true RGB LEDs that can have other colors in future. Not yet implemented, but you can see green, red, orange. The old one were just two color LEDs, old school stuff.
I see. Well, it sounds fantastic.
Thank you.
It sounds really, really, really good.
It does, and it's some little improvement. It's also the panning circuitry, which are now true VCA based pannings on all instruments. For instance, this is an analog instrument. This is actually a filter that's in resonance and just plays, it's no sample. Add an LFO. Just to show that the sound engine is really versatile, It's not only dedicated to samples. It's more than this. It's a fully featured analog synth engine for each of these channels.
Fantastic.
I could also add a sample now.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I can hear that now. Yeah. So you can layer sounds together. You can have layers. And in terms of like megabytes storage samples, how much do you have?
It's still in the megabyte range. It's a drum machine. It's not a sampler. You have like a.
You have SD card input, right?
Yeah. You have an SD card. I forgot. Sorry. Yeah. You have an SD card. They can store and load samples and reload all the samples. For instance, here.
Sounds great, man.
Yeah. Also, a reverb is also built in.
Oh, excellent. I was going to ask about effects, yeah.
Endless.
Oh yeah, like a really long tail.
There's also another feature. It's so funny because I've dealt very few with the Alphabase internally. You can use it as an instrument as well.
High feedback.
Yeah. If you higher the frequencies, if you higher the room size.
Great, that's awesome. I like those experimental sounds. That's
Can do
good.
that if you want.
Cool. And you also said, just finally, you also said the Moonwind
Yes,
is now
finally
out.
the Moonwind Mk2 is available, and it came out 2 months ago.
Great.
It's also a new version with OLED display, touchpad, more knobs for better usability. The old one came out in 2012, kind of a couple of years ago. Yeah, finally it has a chance for a second life.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much for showing us these, man.
Okay.
They sound absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Bye.